Hi everyone, by the way. Sorry, I'm just getting the TikTok stream launched. There we go. Okay, hello everybody, how are we doing? Welcome back. Sorry we're a bit late today, sorry. A little bit late. Had to get some stuff sorted out. But we are ready to go now. We're back for Farm Sim Friday. We're going to be playing some more Highlands Fishing DLC. We're going to be back on Kinlaig for our Ultra Realism Survival. Before we begin though, I just wanted to take a quick minute to let you know that a few things have... I've updated a few things. I've been very busy today. Been working my arse off to get things ready for today's stream. There's been a little bit of a revamp over on YouTube and the other place that I stream to. You won't notice any changes on TikTok just yet, but if you're watching on YouTube right now, or if you're watching on the other website right now, you'll see that things look a little bit different. I've revamped things a little bit. We got a new banner, which is at the top of the screen now. We've got the Patreon list is on screen for the first time ever. Again, this only applies to the YouTube stream right now, but I will be implementing these changes for TikTok as well. I've also posted some of my highlights to YouTube as shorts, which is something that I've never done before. I've posted a lot of highlights from past live streams on TikTok, but I've never actually posted any on YouTube, and I thought, you know, why not try it and see if it helps to grow the channel a little bit. So yeah, you can go and watch some of those shorts over on YouTube right now. The YouTube channel in general has had a little bit of a makeover. And I've also posted on Instagram and Blue Sky today. Yes, I've actually posted. I've actually logged back in for the first time in like 5 months and posted on Instagram and Blue Sky. So go and check out those new posts. I'm hoping to make those a bit more regular as well. Basically, I want to try and kick things up a gear. You know, I want to, you know, kick it up a notch. Really get back to working on videos, doing more live streams, being a bit more enthusiastic about the whole thing. Because I watched back my Resident Evil stream from Wednesday, and as much as I love the game and as much as I've really been enjoying the game, I watched back the stream and I was just kind of sat there like this. I mean, I didn't have my mouth open, but I just wasn't really showing as much enthusiasm for the game as I was feeling, you know what I mean? And it really made me think, you know, I want to try and take things a step further and be a bit more enthusiastic about this in future and really try as hard as I can to keep things going and to keep us growing on TikTok and YouTube and everywhere else. So yeah, that's it. Like I say, I've had a bit of a think, had a bit of a sit down and think about how I could go about that, how I could, you know, freshen things up a bit, and that's what I've done. So the YouTube channel's had a bit of a refresh. I'm going to start posting on Instagram and Blue Sky again in future. I'm going to start offering more benefits to the Patreon supporters. Thank you very much, everybody who supports me over there. And I'm just generally going to try and take this a bit more seriously and show a bit more enthusiasm in it, because it is something that I would like to eventually be successful at. You know, I'd like to be a successful streamer. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say before we begin the stream. That's all I wanted to say. Expect 110% from me from now on. And without further ado, let's get into Farming Sim. Cut the music. We're not going to be listening to that for the whole stream. Switch over to the game view. Just let me hide the preview there. Okay. And we are good to go. Let's do it. Afternoon, Mega Rocker. How are you doing? Oh. How come my my wheel's not working? Oh, there we go. For some reason it wasn't responding just then. So, we're back. We're in Kinlaig. In the last stream, we... Oh, it has snowed. In the last stream, we did some... Can I shut this door? Yes, I can. I'll just jump over this gate. Yeah, in the last stream, we did some stone picking. We picked out all the stones from field 30... Is this 31? No, it's 20. We picked out all the stones from field 20, and we also cultivated field 23. It's currently January in-game, so we're going to be able to start planting this year's crops very soon. I think March is the earliest that most of the crops can go in. I've got a crop calendar on the wall just here. We can plant oats, sunflowers, potatoes, sugar beet, sugarcane, and peas, as well as grapes and olives in March. So March is a very good time for planting stuff. We're going to try and make sure that everything's ready for us to plant stuff in March. How are the kittens, says Draydog. They're good. They're very good, Draydog. Thanks for asking. Doing well. Not really much to report. You know, they're only a few days old, so they haven't really grown much yet. But they're all fine. They're all well. Another thing we need to do today is try and keep on top of the cow situation. I mentioned in the last stream, I'm not actually sure if we need to buy some more cows, because I'm using a mod that adds in male and female animals. So if you want to breed animals, you have to buy male and female ones. Whereas in Farming Sim, by default, that's not the case. You just buy a handful of, like, I guess, mixed sex animals, and they can breed fine. So because we started this game and we have these cows already, like, from the start of the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to reproduce, or if we're going to have to buy in some male and female ones specifically. So I'm going to keep an eye on them for now. We're going to see if they do end up actually producing any cattle, any calves. If not, then, you know, we'll give it a few more months, and if there's no sign of anything like that, then we'll have to buy some more. In terms of food, we should probably give them a bale before we do anything else. Let me just head back. We are obviously feeding them silage because we don't yet have... Well, we do have a silage... we do have a TMR wagon. We got a total mixed ration mixer, but we don't have access to all of the ingredients yet. We sold all of our straw bales, which was a mistake, because we need those for TMR. We wrapped all of our hay into silage, which was also a mistake, because we needed some unwrapped for TMR. So basically, we can't make any total mixed ration until the grass is in a state where we can mow it again. So what we can do is feed them silage. It's not quite as effective as total mixed ration, but they can still eat it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's head to the tractor, because we're going to have to pull the trailer out of the shed to be able to get the bales off it. My cat needs to get 2 teeth yanked out. I know for a fact that's going to cost an arm and a leg, says Draydog. Oh god, yeah. Vet bills are always a pain. I mean, as you know, I was this close last week to paying £2,000 for a C-section for my cat. Thankfully, she didn't need one in the end, and she was able to give birth without it. I did still have to pay $300 to have consultations at 2 separate vets, but yeah, she didn't need a C-section in the end, so that was, you know, I'm £1,000 richer as a result. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Hose is attached. Bring out the trailer. And get to the skid steer. Bale spike. I don't know why we removed the bale spike, because we need it right now. Oh god, it's still slippy as well. I forgot. I forgot that the snow is really slippery. But unrealistically so, but, you know. I just had to mute 2 people because they were starting to kick off about it being a fake live. Yeah, some people just can't understand that if a question is stupid, I might just ignore it. Or if you leave comments like, the math ain't mathin', I'm just going to ignore it. That doesn't mean it's not a real live stream. It just means that some comments are too stupid to be read out. Hi Louis, how are you doing? Okay, there we go. I should say, by the way, if anyone out there is if you're active on YouTube or another platform that people stream on that I'm not allowed to mention by name because TikTok hates it, please do go and watch the stream over there if you can. I'm actually really close to affiliate. I just need three concurrent viewers on 4 separate days. So that's all I'm struggling with at the minute. Really, I've got a decent amount of followers and all of that kind of stuff. The only thing I need to be able to get affiliate is to get a few more concurrent viewers. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and watch on the we'll call it the purple app, because I'm literally not allowed to say its real name or I'll get fucking shadow banned again. If you go and watch me on the purple app, please. It would be very much appreciated. I would very much like to get to affiliate. And you can watch on YouTube as well if you want. My eye's twitching, says Louis. You might want to get that checked out, Louis. Okay, silage bale going in. Oh, shit. What's your gender, says Eth. I'm a trans woman, Eth. Signed male at birth, lived as a woman for the last 5 years. Hey, Moofire, how are you doing? Thank you for the watch. Right, why is this not going in? Draydog says, I don't think it matters if you call YouTube by its actual name. No, it doesn't. You can say YouTube. You can say YouTube. That's fine. You just can't mention the other one. TikTok apparently really hates that. I'm pretty sure that's why I got shadow banned on my old account, because I kept asking people to go and watch elsewhere. Okay, how are we doing now, cows? We are at... I think maybe one more bale would fit in there. Do you like farmers, says Eth? Yeah, sure. I mean, I wouldn't be playing Farming Sim if I didn't, you know. Nobody likes competition, says Mega Rocker. True. But yeah, like I say, that's the only thing I've been struggling with to get to affiliate is getting concurrent viewers. Like, I do have a few viewers, like a few regulars who come back for each stream, but it's just not quite enough yet for me to be able to, you know, reach affiliate. But it would be nice, like I say, if you are interested, if you do have a YouTube account, or if you have an account on the other website, the purple one, it would be very appreciated if you go and give the stream some love over there as well. Hey STFC, how are you doing? I'm very good, thank you. How are you doing today? Genuine question, why did you want to change gender, says UK Clips? Because I was very uncomfortable as a man, as a boy. I never really felt comfortable in myself growing up. Had a lot of body image issues and a lot of like self-esteem issues. And when I grew up, they were still there, and I started to think that there might be something behind them, and that's when I started to question if I, you know, might be transgender, if I might be more comfortable as a woman. And that was 5 years ago. I think it's safe to say that I was right. I'm more comfortable now than I've ever been, and I can't imagine ever going back, you know. Do you have perfume, says Sebi? Not really. Like, I'm not wearing any now, because I'm not going anywhere. If I'm going out, maybe. Your hair's gorgeous. Thank you, Aisha. This is my natural hair as well, by the way. Some people don't believe me. People always ask, is that your real hair or is it a wig? No, this is real. This is my actual hair. I've been growing this since 2020, and I'm very, very happy with it. The lipstick matches the top so well. Thank you, Aisha. I've even got the eyes as well. I've put some eyeshadow on today, which I don't often do. And that's what I mean, though. I'm going the extra mile. From now on, I want to take this a bit more seriously. I want to put in more effort with the live streams in particular, and really start to grow things a little bit more. Perfume's so nice, says Moofire. I have some posh Penhaligans. Cool. I've never even heard of that. That's how posh it is. It's outside of my tax bracket. Okay, how are we doing? Why can I not check on the animals now? Is it because the... might be because the Massey's in the way. Absolutely loving the makeup. Thank you, Harvey. I try my best. I think they've got enough silage for now. Okay, we'll head back to the farm. I think I'm going to go to sleep now. It's only 4:15 in-game, but I really want to skip ahead, if we can, to March, so that we can start planting. Thanks for following, Aisha. What games do you play? A bit of everything. I'm a big fan of simulator games, as you can probably tell. I like Euro Truck, Farming Sim, Train Simulator. I'm also a big sci-fi fan. We're currently playing Subnautica on Sundays. I'm a big horror fan as well. We've been playing Resident Evil, and I recently played Outlast on stream. But yeah, it's all sorts, really, all sorts. Have you played Valorant or Roblox? I haven't actually played either of those, Aisha. Roblox has never really been something I've considered, to be honest. It's not something that I think I'd be interested in. And Valorant, I'm not really a big fan of multiplayer games, to be honest. I prefer small multiplayer games that I can play with a handful of friends, you know? I'm not as big of a fan of your big online 20, 30 player multiplayer kind of games, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go and sleep. I'm poor, I just have expensive taste, says Mood, honestly. Okay, let's sleep to 7. Valorant's 5v5, says Zoltan. Oh, well, maybe then, with the right group of people. I'm also just not that big of a fan of shooters, though, to be honest. Like, a lot of my friends play Overwatch, and I just don't. I just have no interest in it. Okay. Sorry, everyone, that the chat's getting filled with spam at the minute. If any of the mods are out here right now, can we sort it out? Or I'll do it myself. I do have a handful of moderators, but there's no guarantee that they're always going to be online, you know. Okay, the snow's gone. Good. How do you have mods, says Nitro? Because some people are nice. Some people watch my live streams and are like, you know, maybe I'll help out. And I, you know, I'm very happy to accept that help. I'm not taking offers for moderators, by the way. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I'm not just going to let some randomer roll up to the stream and be like, hey, can you make me a moderator? Only people who've been watching for a long time and I trust are moderators. Hi, P. How are you doing today? Thank you for the heartmeat. Thank you, Hannah, as well, and Draydog. Thank you for the gifts. Moofire says, I think Purple App doesn't count passive viewers. People might need to type something in chat to bring the number up. I'm not sure. It just says 3 average viewers for 4 streams. So as long as like the average number of viewers per stream is above 3 for 4 streams, that's all you need to hit the requirement. But yeah, I don't know if you have to actually leave a comment for it to count or whatever. Absolutely love the sound of this New Holland idling. Oh, it is gorgeous, isn't it, Ferguson? I do love the sound design in Farming Sim. I love that they do take the time to go out and actually record all of the vehicles. But the New Holland T8000, I love this. I'd never even used this before until the Highlands Fishing DLC. It might have been available as a mod in previous games, but I've never used it before. I like it. I really like it. Anyway, it's now February, so we can start to think about planting. We can't actually plant anything until March. Technically, we could plant cotton, but we're trying to keep this realistic. I don't think cotton is very commonly grown in Scotland, so we're not going to plant cotton. We're going to plant some more sensible crops, which means we are going to have to wait until March. I'm thinking the usual one grain crop and then one like veg. So we could do oats, perhaps, sunflowers. I'm going to count sunflowers as grain because we can harvest them with a regular combine. So we could do oats, sunflowers. That's it. If we want to do sorghum, it's got to wait till April. Let's do oats. I like oats. And then for a vegetable, we could do potatoes, we could do sugar beet, we could do peas. Those are our options in terms of vegetables. Whatever veg we do is going to require specialized equipment, and obviously the equipment is usually very slow. I don't know about the pea harvester. I know the sorry, P, we're going to harvest you. Thanks for following, Jack Veal. I know that the potato harvester and the sugar beet harvester are both very slow. I don't know if the pea harvester is. The pea harvester might be a bit faster. Let's have a quick look. Oats for porridge, says Moofire. You're right. We're in Scotland. We gotta grow oats, right? We gotta make porridge. I wonder if we can. I know there's a cereal factory in the game. I wonder if we can make porridge oats. If there's a factory we can build to make porridge oats. I'll have to look into that. Pea harvester, okay. Working speed is 6 miles per hour, and it's 4 meters wide. That's not bad. I think that's better than the potato harvesters. Oh no, never mind. Same working speeds. So what should we go? Peas or potatoes? I'm gonna think on it, but I'm definitely gonna go for oats. What needs doing before we plant, by the way? Potatoes, says Jay. Look at the Irish. We are in Scotland, but yeah, I don't think I've done potatoes in Farming Sim for a very long time, so we could do potatoes. How long have you been on estrogen? Says Brandon. I'm not on estrogen, Brandon. Sorry to break it to you. I'm not on HRT. So I don't think anything actually needs doing, apart from the actual planting. We've picked the stones. We've we've weeded. We've cultivated. What actually needs doing apart from the planting, which we can't do today? And I don't really want to just turn the time up and skip ahead, you know? I'd rather actually get something done, but there's nothing to actually do. We could have a look at contracts. Let's have a look at contracts. Deadwood. Oh, communal services. This would be good. This would be good. I've never done this in Farming Sim before, but we've got a mod called Communal Services, which lets you mow hedgerows, like mow grass. You know those big hedge cutters that you see on on council roads and stuff like that. The big hedge cutters that attach to the back of the tractor, and they can do the hedges, they can do the grass. This mod lets you do that as a contract, which I think would be really cool. We would have to buy the equipment, which I guess would be under mowers. But we'll have a look. Makes me fancy a hearty broth, says P. It's freezing here. It's been okay here today. It absolutely pissed it down yesterday. It was awful yesterday, but it's nice and warm again today. Not really hot, but more springtime weather. You know, the kind of weather that you would expect in March, not the boiling sun that we've had last week, or the torrential downpour we had yesterday. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So this is, again, you've probably seen these IRL, especially if you have a car and you live in a fairly rural area. You've probably gotten stuck behind a tractor on a country lane, trimming the hedges with these. But we can actually do contracts with these. If we buy this, we can do mowing contracts, which I think would be pretty cool. So let's try it. Let's get one. It costs 42 grand. Should we buy or should we lease? I don't know. I don't know how much we're going to actually use it. We'll buy. We'll buy. Sure. That wind yesterday was stupid, says Macarocket. Oh, yeah, it was really windy as well. And all into the night, yeah. Moofire says as well, so windy last night, yeah. I did not sleep well, because the wind was just so loud. Are you changing gender, says JK Farmer. I've changed gender, past tense. Oh, Moofire says, Saul looks stunning just like this. No estrogen needed. Thank you, Moofire. I appreciate that. It's something that I want to do eventually. You know, I've always said when the time's right, HRT is something that I'd like to do, but I'm not in any rush. And you know, some people would say that I don't need it because of my naturally feminine good looks. So. Okay, I'm gonna go to the shop and pick up this mower now. I put emphasis on some people, by the way, because I'm sure that some people are going to let me know their opinion, completely unwarranted, in the chat right now. Go ahead. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, if we can, I think these communal services will be available all year round. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be any shortage of those. So the machine will probably pay itself off if, whenever we've finished a job, whenever we got like a bit of time to spare, and there's no jobs that really need doing, we can just go ahead and do one of these mowing contracts. I think that could be a pretty nice way to earn some money on the side, you know, while we're waiting for the crops to grow and stuff like that. Intersect says, how do you seduce a country girl? A tractor. That's quite good, I like that. I thought it was a genuine question at first, and I was like, I don't know. I've never seduced anyone successfully. But it was the setup for a joke, which is fair enough. Thanks for following, Intersect, by the way. Right. Oh, okay. We've got the mower. It's kind of just flopping around. It's kind of just dangling there. Put it away. Come on, you're causing a scene. Does it fold up, or does it just dangle like that? Oh, we haven't attached the PTO. That might explain it. Right, attach PTO, then the cables. Okay, I can lift it up and I can put it down, but I can't control the swing. The swing just happens. Oh, hold on, it stopped. And now it's swinging again. Okay, turning this little stick on my side panel seems to stop it swinging. There we go. But then as soon as I move it, it starts swinging again. And there's also no way to actually adjust. I might need to use the keyboard and mouse for this. And it's just swinging. How do I stop it doing that? Maybe it'll stop when I turn it on. Nope, it's still swinging. Someone's gonna get their fucking head mulched off in a minute. Someone's gonna get hurt. Someone is gonna get caught in this, I guarantee it. Okay, let's turn it back off. Does it fold up? Oh, it does. It does. Okay. Thanks for following, Abs. Sorry if I'm being rude, but are you transgender? I am, Sid, yes. Okay, it takes a long time to fold up, by the way. There we go. Oh, we need to actually take a contract, don't we? Charlie says, I'm here, just had long ass, Saul. A long ass day. Okay, thank you for the correction. Had a long ass day just getting a shower. Fair enough. Which is the best price-wise? There are so many of these, by the way. Oh, and I can just cut anywhere on the map? Oh, right, well, in that case, just take this one. So all I have to do is mow grass anywhere on the map. It's as simple as that. Can I just do it right here outside the shop? Stream's going well? It is, it is. We started a bit late because I was having a bit of a hard time setting up my lights. For some reason, it doesn't matter how hard I try, I can never seem to get the lighting quite right. And I think it's because my windows are behind me, so no matter how hard I try, there's always sunlight coming in from behind, and it messes with the lighting of the setup. Which wouldn't be so much of a problem if I had my new webcam. And yes, I have news about that. I have an update about the new webcam that I'm not best pleased about. Let me just get started with this contract and I'll tell you what the situation is. Okay, it's working. So, the situation is, for those of you who don't know, about a week ago, or actually exactly 8 days ago, last Thursday, I ordered a new webcam, a Elgato Facecam Neo, which is the cheapest facecam that Elgato makes, but I have heard good things about it. I've heard it's a big step up from the Logitech C920, which is what I currently use, and it was only £60, which is very reasonable price for the level of quality that it promises, so I thought I'd buy it. So I went ahead and I bought myself an Elgato Facecam Neo. Now, I ordered it with next day delivery, and it did not arrive the next day. Nor did it arrive the day after, or the day after, or indeed the day after that. In fact, it has now been 8 days, and it has not arrived. So this morning I sent an email to the place that I ordered it from. I said, hey, what gives? This was supposed to be next day delivery. I haven't even got a tracking number yet. Have you sent it or not? And guess what they told me? Guess what they said? It's out of stock. The camera that I paid £60 for is out of stock. Now, when I ordered it, there were 3 left in stock, and by the time I got to the checkout, it still said there were 3 left in stock. They could have sent me a message to say, oh, we're sorry, the item has just sold out, we'll send you one as soon as it's available. But no, they didn't message me at all. Like there was no contact whatsoever. Not even just a quick message to say, sorry, there's been a bit of a delay, we're going to get it to you as soon as possible. So yeah, I emailed them this morning and they were just like, oh yeah, it's out of stock, sorry, you're going to have to wait at least 3 weeks. Great. So we've gone from next day delivery to almost a month. By the time I get it, a month will have passed. So I'm not very happy. If you didn't message, you would have never known. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know if they were ever planning on telling me. I don't think I'll be buying from them again. But yeah. I'm just going to wait for it. I've already paid, so I'm going to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'm not very happy about it. Pre-recorded? No, this is not a pre-recorded live stream. I am actually here. Hello. I'm just really annoyed about it because the whole reason that I wanted a new webcam was because this one here, definitely pre-recorded, says Mark. Well, it's definitely not because I've just read out your comment. So, yeah, the reason that I wanted a new webcam is because this webcam here is not the best. I do like it. I think it's decent. It's the Logitech C920, by the way. It's not a bad webcam, but it doesn't do too well in low light, and it doesn't do too well with fluctuating light levels. So I wanted something that was a little bit more responsive to, you know, to low light and stuff like that. And I heard that the Facecam Neo was good, so that's why I bought it. I was hoping that it'd arrive the next day and I'd, you know, have an upgraded webcam straight away. But now I'm going to have to wait almost another month before I get it. So yeah, I'm really not happy about the situation, but there's not much I can do about it. I mean, I guess I could request a refund and then buy it somewhere else, but it's going to cost more or less the same price. And it's not like this webcam's the worst thing in the world. I can kind of live with it. You know, it's not ideal, but I can live with it for a few more weeks. So, yeah. I'm just going to accept it for what it is. I'll wait till it arrives and I just won't buy from them again. Do you have lipstick on, or is it a filter? Yes, it is lipstick. Is asking the eyelash colour a bannable offence? Why would it be a bannable offence? Says Pure Novus. Okay, completed. Good. That was one of the easiest contracts I've ever done in Farming Sim. Let's take another one. If I'd have realised how easy it was to just do one of these, we could make so much money with this. Literally just... We can mow grass anywhere on the map and it counts towards this contract. And there's like 50 of these. We could just keep doing this anytime we need to make a few bob. I like it. Had to pop off to do with cat stuff. How is everything? Good, good, Dre Dog. Totally pre-recorded. That the farming's too good, says Moofire. Honestly, I'm doing better than usual today. I'm locked in. That's why. I'm in the zone. I'm in the farming zone. I'm gonna grab a drink. Lovely. Okay, I don't quite have. I don't have quite enough room to do a U-turn. So I'm gonna have to do 3 point. Oh shit, I just lifted the mower up. Are you emo? Says Paul. Are you gothic? Says Paul. No and no. What are your pronouns? Says Kate. She, her. Thanks for asking. Wait, it was down. I can't tell if it's down or not. I can't get... Okay, that's definitely not down, because look at how fast we're moving right now. I can't get a good angle. It's hard to see. Can we, like, push it out a bit? And if so, how? I don't think we can. Oh. Oh shit, no, don't put it underneath the tractor. Oh, we can! Yes! Oh, that's better, look at that. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Hang yourself? What a normal, sensible thing to say to someone playing a farming game. Your setup steering wheel, what else can it do besides farming, says Sean. So I also use it for Euro Truck Simulator and SnowRunner. I have played OMSI with it in the past. I don't really play OMSI that much, but it does work with that. It's good for any heavy-duty driving games, really. It's not really designed for racing, but any heavy-duty driving games, it works fine for. Have you tried Forza 5 with it? No, Matty, no. The only racing game I've played with it is Burnout Paradise, which I only did just for the fun of it, to see if it worked. And it did work, but again, it's not designed for racing. The position of the wheel is, you know, not really suited for that kind of thing. What's your gender? Just asking, says Kieran. I'm a trans woman, Kieran, so I was assigned male at birth. I came out about 5 years ago, and I've lived as a woman ever since. Okay, I think we're nearly done with this patch here. There is some over the other side as well, which we can do. Oh yeah, nice, mate. It's a good game you're playing, mate. Thank you, Kieran. Thank you. I love it when people do that. I love it when people come along to ask, they specifically ask what my pronouns are, and like ask what gender I am, before they then go ahead and misgender. Like they just want to double check. Just let me know so I can make sure that I definitely do it wrong. Not that it bothers me, but I just find it funny. I want to call you a bloke, but before I do, let me just double check that you don't want me to call you that. Sean says, I do a lot of driving work. That would be the last thing I'd play after work. Fair enough, fair enough. I get, you know, you'd be surprised by how many farmers do play Farming Sim, but also I do kind of get, like, if you just come back from a long day on the farm, do you really want to then sit down and play Farming Sim? Same with Euro Truck. You've been on the road all day, do you really want to then come home and play Euro Truck? Some people do, but some people want a break. Okay, we're 85% done on this contract, by the way. Prove me wrong, says Paul. About what? Look underneath there, what do you see? Where? Can we... Can I just say, you know, I don't mind questions, but if you're going to ask a question, can you make sure that it is actually a full question? You can't just say, look underneath there, what do you see? That's not a full question. What? Look under where? What do you mean? What are you talking about? You can't just ask a question that isn't a complete question, that I physically cannot answer, and then be like, oh, why aren't you answering my questions? Because it's not a complete question. Afternoon, Logs, how are you doing? Oh, we finished. Hold on. Collect. Let's go ahead and do another. I'm not going to do mowing all day, but I think we'll do one more. Which one's got the best price? 2584. Probably that one. They're literally fake, says Paul. Oh, you mean my tits? Yeah. Yeah, you were under the impression that they were real? No, they're not real. They're fake. Surprisingly easy to do as well. Literally, all you have to do is buy a bra and get some foam padding, and there you go. Bingo. I mean, obviously I can't wear anything that's too low cut because it kind of gives it away. But it's okay if you wear like a quite a high necked outfit. What's your setup called? So the steering wheel and side panel are Logitech heavy equipment bundle. Gear shifter is from Thrustmaster, although it doesn't work with Farming Sim. Same goes for the handbrake. Ignition lock and the beacon light here are both from the collector's edition of Farming Sim 22 and 25. Hey Josh, how are you doing today? Why should it matter? Just enjoy the gameplay, says Mega Rocker. You'd think so. You'd think that it shouldn't really matter. I mean, I'm not inviting you over to give them a squeeze, so why does it matter whether they're real or not? To be quite honest. Like, even if they were real, it's not like I'm gonna just fucking strip off and show them on stream anyway. So what difference does it make if they're real or fake? Doing great. How's the stream been so far? Good, Josh. Good stream so far today. We did start a bit late, but it hasn't affected the viewership too much. We got a decent amount of views right there, right now. Dad's definitely confused, says Bods. On the contrary, my dad's very supportive, as are all of my family. Thanks for your concern, though. Good to hear streams going well. Thanks, Josh. This is just such a good way to make money, though, in Farming Sim. If you haven't heard of it, get the Communal Services mod. You can mow grass anywhere on the map and get paid for it. It's brilliant. And there's so much grass just everywhere. So, hedge cutter to cut grass, says Rowan. Yep. Unfortunately, I can't cut the actual hedges. But this is not technically a hedge cutter, it's a mulcher, so it can be used for grass and hedges equally. And it is, in fact. You know, if you've seen them in real life, they don't just do the hedges with them, they also do the grass. Not like big grass fields like this, but along the sides of roads and stuff. Which is what we should be doing, actually. If we wanna be a bit more realistic about it, we should take it over to the road and mow along the side of the road. We can get the beacon light on. We can knock over that street sign. Whoops. There we go. Oh shit, we're on the wrong side of the road though, aren't we? Okay, this isn't going to work. We can't turn it all the way round, I don't think. And I also can't lift it up now, apparently. Oh god, I'm causing traffic. Does it not swivel all the way around then? I guess not. We'll just have to stick to doing the field for now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Now I've got to reposition it again. There we go. What does that say? Blizzard coming? Oh wait, shit, does that say blizzard coming? I can't see because my webcam covers part of my screen. Why are you cutting the field with the hedge cutter? It's a mulcher. I've got a feeling I'm going to be answering that question a lot today. It's like the whole fucking argument last week about the side panel, you know. And why is your side panel the wrong way, says JG. Nice try, JG. We're not having that argument today. I'm just straight up not even going to entertain it. Okay, there we go. That's enough for that contract. Coming from an actual farmer, that's a hedge cutter. You must also mulch the field once it's cut to turn it. Okay, so here's the mower. Here's the mowers page in the shop. There's the mower itself, and as you can see, it says in brackets mower. So, to be quite honest, I don't care how it's used in real life. It can be used to mow the grass, so I'm going to use it to mow the grass. Okay? We're done now anyway, because we've made enough money from that for the time being. Thanks for following, Josh. Okay. Right, where are we going to keep the mower? I guess we'll put it with the other mower. Somewhere around here. Can we fit it around the back? Yeah, we'll put it here. There we go. Put it next to the other grass mower. They're both grass mowers for mowing grass, so makes sense to keep them both next to each other, right? And then we'll park the tractor up for a second. I think I'll do a quick save, actually, before we continue. Okay, it's still only 11 AM, so let's put the time up to 10. Oh, that's the mixing wagon. I'm curious. Hold on a second. Is there no way we can flip this? Because I think... I mean, I'm guessing it's designed for European use, because it's mounted in a way that you'd be driving on the right-hand side of the road and mowing the hedge as you go along. You saw earlier that when I tried to use it to do the sides of the road, I was like driving straight towards oncoming traffic because it sticks out to the right-hand side rather than the left. So I wonder if I might have to look for another mod that lets me have a UK version. Or I could turn off all the traffic, but I don't want to do that. That'd be less realistic, right? In fact, I've just saved. Let's head to the main menu and let me have a quick look and see if I can find another side mower like that. Okay, downloadable content. Mowers, where are they? There we go. Okay, so this is the one we've got, the high Mach energy. I'm sure there was another one. Ah, Rossau E Caster. Basically the same thing. Will it have a left side version, is what I'm curious about. What time are you live till today, says Josh? 7 today, Josh. Go on King Mods. I try to avoid using mods that aren't on the mod hub, with some exceptions, but generally speaking, I just find it's easier if I stick to the mod hub. Have homemade curry today. Nice one, Charlie. What kind of curry? Oh, Real Dirt Colour's finally been updated, by the way, so I can turn that back on. There we go. Hey, Addy, how you doing? Okay, just loading back in. It shouldn't take long because we've just come out of the game. What's your favourite monster flavour, says Josh? I like the original. Oni says, just B-Man. There's a B-Man? Man or woman, says Kieran. Kieran. That's your name. Sorry. Woman. Sorry, I got a little bit confused. Brother home today? Yes, he is, Charlie. What were you born as? Baby. About 27 years ago. Oh, do you mean my star sign? I'm a Pisces. But I don't really believe in all that stuff, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look then at the new mower. Do you have a hose or is it cut? You mean my umbilical cords? They cut those off, generally. I don't know anyone who still has theirs. Okay, this is the mower that we want. This is the caster. And there is no option to flip it, but we might still be able to turn it the other way. Let's just lease this one instead of buying it. Wait, how much did that cost? 3 grand? It costs more to lease this one than this. Okay, whatever. We've done it now. We've paid for it. Let's go and see if it's any better. Balls, says One. Was that attached to a question of some kind, or did you just feel like saying balls? Balls, says Higgy. Yeah, balls. I mean, it didn't sound like a question. Chicken with barbecue sauce, says Mega Rocker. Is that what you're having for dinner? What sort of balls? Tennis balls. Thanks for following guitarist Levi Drummer and James Lovstat. James also says, need new tyres, they have no tread on them. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I keep forgetting, but since we're going to the shop anyway, we'll get those done. How many balls, says Higgy? 3. 3 tennis balls. Hey, Sydney, how are you? Homemade curry tonight, says Charlie. Yeah, what curry are you having, Charlie? What kind of curry? Why? Why not? Okay. Replace tires. Just korma with chicken. Oh, lovely. Oh, look at that. That's better. Stepkids are a bit fussy. Fair enough. I like a nice korma every now and then. I like spicy curry. Don't get me wrong. Normally I go Madras if we're talking Indian. But a nice korma's, you know, it's a nice change of pace every now and then. Get thicker tyres, says Kai. These are fine. We're only going to be doing mowing. Although it might be a good idea to get some thicker ones when we do the planting, which we should be doing today. Thanks for following Higgy and Michael Wood, by the way. Thank you for following Ginger Bastards Art. Nice name. Okay, can I actually flip this mower around? Evening, Hop. It doesn't look like it. That is unfortunate. Or maybe. No. Oh, shit. Okay, so there's really no advantage in using this mower over the other one. Is there... Does this not even... Oh, we can still... God, I should get a farm stick. Like a proper control stick. I don't think I can push it out like I did with the other one. So how am I going to see where I've been? Ah, right click. Okay, so it's got different controls. None of these actually push it further out, though. Ah, there we go. Okay. And how do I tilt the head? I don't know. That'll do. Let's give it a try. Evening, Chipsky. How are you doing? Now the problem, again, is that it is mounted on the right-hand side. But obviously, because we're in the UK, the traffic drives on the left-hand side, which means we're just going to run straight into oncoming traffic if we try and mow the hedgerows with it. But we'll give it a go. If any AI NPC drivers appear, we'll just have to deal with them, I guess. Okay, we're not actually mowing. This is not catching anything now. How come? Is it not low enough? Okay, well there's a sign there. Might have to move the arm around. Let me just check. Yeah, it's not picking up. It's not mowing the actual grass here either, so... Hold on, back up. Ignore that road sign that I knocked over. Yeah, it really doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll forget about that. We'll carry on using the one that we already bought, the white one. I've forgotten its name already. HiMac, was it called? Yeah, the HiMac. We'll keep using the HiMac because we already know that it works. Maybe I just wasn't using it properly, but I couldn't get that one to do anything. Never mind. Okay, it looks like it might take a bit longer to load this time. So while we're waiting, I'll do a quick Patreon shout out. Look at this, everyone. I've written your names in multicolour today. Look at that. I just thought I'd spruce it up a bit. These are my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, and Max. Thank you very, very much, guys. If you want to get your name on this board, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 a month. You get access to behind-the-scenes content, as well as a shout-out on stream, and you'll be supporting me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and elsewhere. Thanks again, guys. Whilst I was doing that shout-out, the game has loaded, so let's carry on. But yeah, I'll shout you out again at the end. Okay, back to it. This time, I'm just gonna skip ahead to March so that we can start planting some crops. We might have to turn the timescale right up because it won't let us sleep this early in the day. Oh, it will. Okay. I can't turn the timescale back down on the side panel. Okay, we're going to skip ahead then to March, and we're going to get straight on with the sowing. Just dishing up dinner. Nice one, Charlie. Enjoy it. Mail, says Winggear. Yes, you. Oh, look at this. New schemes have become available. There's a new tractor demo. Hold on, hold on. Where do I see schemes? I mean, it's only a Zetor crystal, you know, but Zetor are offering your farm the opportunity to demo a crystal 10,045 for 1 month. I think I'll pass. Thanks for the offer, but Oh. A government initiative to promote the growth of green beans through financial incentives. You may be provided equipment for the duration of the initiative and receive a financial bonus for each field where you plant the crop. Okay. If we grow green beans, they'll let us borrow the harvesting equipment and they'll give us a bonus for growing them. Cool. Let's do that. Let's put one field aside for green beans. We're still going to plant oats today, but yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me. Oh, it snowed again. Snow in March. Oh, it's deep as well. Look at this. What the fuck? I didn't even know it could snow this deep in Farming Sim. That's insane. Well, we can't plant crops in this. Shit. We can do some snow plowing though. We can buy the snow plowing equipment. Where is it? Winter equipment. Okay, salt spreader and a... Should we get the snow blower or just the usual plow? Let's get the snow blower. And the Salter. What map are you playing? This is Kinlaig from the Highlands Fishing DLC. And I think the Sammy can probably do this, right? I'm not sure how Snow's managed to get underneath the tractors. A little bit of a, you know, minus points for realism there, Giant Software, but... Oh, we could take the TM, though. Oh, no, the TM doesn't have a front linkage. Let's do the Sammy, then. We can't change gears properly in the Sammy. Okay, we are going to be slipping and sliding like crazy, aren't we? You look great today. Have a great day. Thank you, Cozzy. Okay. Oh, we can't go into the shop till 8 AM, can we? The cows also seem to just be wading through the snow. Oh, I should check if we've lost any cows. The cold weather may have cost us some cows. Let's go and have a look. Okay, we have... Oh, God, it has! 10? 10 we've lost 10 cows because it snowed. Are you fucking joking? Look, I'm just going to say it. I don't think that's very realistic. I don't think it's very realistic that it can just snow and suddenly 10 of our cows are dead just in an instant. So we now only have 5 cows, 5 living cows. Jesus Christ. The amount of money we've wasted trying to keep these cows alive. Food, water, the TMR mixer, and then it just... Oh, it snowed. 10 of your cows are dead. What is the point? I don't think we'll bother with cows for a while. Just let them die off, to be honest, and we'll just not bother buying anymore. Because I think this mod makes it too difficult to keep animals. Like, I'm all for realism, but that's not realism, is it? That's not realistic. Just like, oh, 10 of your cows died because it snowed a bit last night. Can you not turn it off in the settings? I mean, I could disable that particular mod, yeah. But it's not going to bring back the 10 cows that are already dead, you know? So... I don't know if there's really any point. Right, is the shop going to be open? I don't think it is it? Oh, it is. There we go. Okay, snowblower and salt spreader. Okay. It's so slippy as well. Right, I think we're ready. Obviously, we need to buy the actual salt. Which is... oh, this one. Excuse me. Oh, it's there. I'm leaving now. How does that make you feel? Sad, says Paul. I thought you were leaving like an hour ago, Paul. Have you actually been watching for the last hour after you said you were going to leave? I don't know why I'm surprised. People do that all the time. And look, I'm going to be honest. A hate view is still a view. If you're just going to sit there with your arms crossed for 3 hours like, I hate this guy, I don't care. You're still giving me a view. So go, carry on, you know. Still a ban, says Ollie. Yep, if that's what you want to believe, as long as you keep watching, couldn't give a shit. Take a leaf out of Paul's book. Tell me that you're going to leave and then carry on watching anyway. Okay, we got the road salt. Let's head back to the farm and do some snow clearing. Can we do that as a contract, by the way? I think we can. No. We might be able to under the red tape mod. Road snow clearing. In light of recent snowfall, the local council are asking farmers to spread salt. Ah. Oh, I think it's too late to accept the scheme now. I mean, we could still accept it. Ensure that when spreading, your speed remains no higher than 13 to ensure adequate coverage. I mean, let's try it. Why not? It does mean we're going to have to switch out this snowblower now. I mean it. I'm not coming back. I'm leaving. Yeah, you already said that, Paul. Go. Am I stuck? Okay, we're good. How'd you get the Kinlaig map? It's from the Highlands Fishing DLC. You know what, actually, I'm sorry to have to do this again, but I'm going to actually quit back to the main menu and reload the save one more time. Just because I spent like 12 grand on the snowblower and salt spreader that we don't actually need because we can get one provided to us by the council. This is the last time I'm going to do this today, but I'm going to load up the save again. There we go. Yay, says Jaden. Yep. Is that supposed to be an insult? Look at me. Hello, Charlie. How you doing? Hey, Keelan. Is it Keelan or Kealan? I don't know. Oh, and look, there's Paul. He didn't leave, even though he said he was going to leave. What a surprise. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Sorry, everybody, for the inconvenience. Thanks for following, Alex. I could shout out the Patreons again. I've already done that once. I feel like it's a bit overkill to do it again, like 10 minutes later. But shout out to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, and Max for following me on Patreon. It costs £1 a month. You get behind-the-scenes content, and you help me do what I do. Thank you, guys. And continue. There we go. Quickest Patreon shout-out ever. Back to the game. I'm going to go straight to bed. Oh, that door's not open. There we go. Till 7. What actually made you want to change to a woman, says Keelan. I just never really felt comfortable as a man, is the simplest answer. I have a video about it if you want it in more detail, but there's really no... You know, it's as simple as that. I just wasn't very comfortable as a man. I always... Oh, there's the snow. I always felt very self-conscious and had a lot of body image issues, and I never knew why. And then as I got older, I learned more about trans people and started to question whether that was something that might apply to me. And here we are, 5 years later. And I'm very happy. Okay. Animal conditions. Did they all die again? Select scheme. I don't care this time because I know it's going to happen. Also, I'm going to take the TM. I'm taking the TM this time. Do you have a boyfriend? No. And I'm not after one. Did you get the surgery, says Kieran? Nope, and I'm not after that either. Perfectly happy as I am. Although I would like HRT. He said he can't do voice training, it's too hard. No, I didn't say it was too hard, I just said I couldn't be bothered with it. And I'm not sure what that's got to do with Kieran's question, because his question was about surgery. So... So you're a rage baiter in what sense? I mean, I guess you could say that I'm a rage baiter, actually, because there are quite a lot of people who see me and are immediately enraged. So yeah, I'm quite good at it, to be honest. I'm going to get the tyres replaced on this, too. Don't you think that's a bit creepy? What? Block me, please, says Zigmars. You first. Looks like we've reached that portion of the stream, everybody. But keep it up. I wonder what happened to Paul. Is he still here? Did you ever actually leave the stream like you kept saying you were going to, Paul, or are you still there? Are you still lurking? Are you attracted to men, says Smithy? Yes. Yes, I am. Not as much as women. But yes. Don't you think that's a bit creepy? Once again, what? What are you talking about, Leia? Am I attractive, says Smithy. Well, I can't really see, Smithy, because you are about that big on my screen. Don't you think that's a bit creepy? What are you talking about? If you're going to ask a question, please make it an actual full question, like a complete question that is possible to answer. I don't mind answering questions. That's what I'm here for. Questions are great, but it has to actually be a question, like a full question. You know what I mean? Okay, just get the salt. I'm bigger in person, says Smithy. I would guess so, yeah. So am I. Not much bigger, I'm only 5'6", but... Okay, so how does this scheme actually work? Do we just start spreading salt and we get paid for it? Can we see which ones are currently active? Scheme activated winter cover crop. No, that's not what I... Where's it gone? Saul, the women, says Collector Station. What women? Where? Paul's still here! There he is! He said he was leaving. And we all knew that was a lie. He said it about 5 times. And yet here he still is. Funny that. You lad, says Collector Station. What about me? I'm not women. I'm one single person. I'm not women, because women is plural. You look like my uncle, says Collector Station. Okay. I look like my dad. That's because he's my dad and we're related. Your uncle's probably just coincidence, though. Spread salt all over that guy's Skoda. Don't you... It's always horrible being stuck behind an actual gritting machine after snow, because it fucking destroys your paintwork. Are we getting paid for this or what? I don't know. Supposedly. But I'm not seeing any money going into the bank just yet. We do have to keep below 13, it said as well. How do I set cruise control on this one? There we go. Oh, wait. Ah, okay. Let's turn it down to... There we go. Cruise control's on. I'm not touching the pedals. Oh, my camera's lagging as well. When did that happen? Hopefully it hasn't been like that for too long. I genuinely feel bad for you. You're obviously lost. No, it's not a very big map. It's not very easy to get lost. We're just down by field 27 at the minute. Only for the last few minutes. Just that second, not been long. Thank you, P and STFC, for letting me know. It might be because of the gritter. Hold on. Okay, I've turned the gritter off. It's still doing it a bit. Has it? It's a very tiny bit behind, but... What if I pause the game? No, it's still doing it. It could be internet. Could be an internet connection problem. We'll just have to deal with it and carry on. Are you gritting the full road? We are using a partial width of 4 meters. So, well, how wide's the road? The road's probably closer to 5 meters, but we can only go up in intervals of 2. So I think 4's enough. Collector Station says, in life, not the game, but obviously life is a game to you. I mean, yeah, life is a game. Life is a game, and it's full of microtransactions, and all the rich kids have bought every single one. And just like every game, one day it'll be over, and I will be dead. And I'm not going to be sat there on my deathbed thinking, oh my god, I really regret being transgender. I'm not. Despite what people would have you believe, I'm not going to regret this. And I'm definitely not going to be sat there on my deathbed saying, oh, I wish I'd listened to Collector Station and detransitioned after he told me that my life was a game. Your logos are good now on the right, before they weren't fully on the screen. Oh, thanks for letting me know, STFC. That has been a problem in the past. Not quite sure what caused it before, but... yeah, sometimes the UI was a little bit zoomed in, like it was cut off a little bit. How's everything? Good, Grey Dog, good. Oh shit, I've gone off the road because I was distracted. God, it's 6 o'clock already. We've only got an hour left. Hopefully a few more viewers before the end, then. You are glowing. I don't know how anyone can think or assume differently. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Squiddy Boy says, don't often see my local farmer wearing a dress. She loves a polo and jeans. Fair enough. I think if I was out there doing it in real life, you know, if I was actually out there in the field, no pun intended, I'd probably be wearing a polo and jeans as well. Have you needed to restart the live? Not today, no. It's been good. I do just want to say again, like I was saying earlier, if you are interested in seeing my streams elsewhere, please do go and give the stream some love over on YouTube and the Purple app, because I also stream on both of those. I'm trying to get to affiliate, and I need to get 3 average viewers on 4 streams within a 30-day period. So if you can go and watch the stream over on that website in particular, that would be very much appreciated. The YouTube stream would be appreciated as well, you know, wherever you want to watch. And if you want to stay here and watch on TikTok, that's fine as well. But, well, yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm really going to try and kick things up a gear from now on. I really want to try and... Because I've said before that I would really much... I'd very much like for this to become a successful thing, you know. I'd like to be... I'd like this streaming thing to take off a bit. And I really think I need to kick myself up the arse, to be honest, and just really knuckle down and concentrate a bit more on it, because there's so much more that I could be doing to help push stuff. Like today I've uploaded a load of my highlights to YouTube Shorts to get people interested. I'm going to start posting on Instagram and Blue Sky again to keep people interested as well. And I'm just going to, in general, just have a bit more enthusiasm for it, put my back into it a bit more, and hopefully start to grow things a bit more. P's just joined us. Thank you very much, P, for heading over there. It's very much appreciated. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna try and put a bit more pep in my step, a bit more enthusiastic about it going forwards. The schedule's going to be the same and everything like that, but I'm going to try and do a little bit more around the streams, like sharing more highlights and trying to keep people engaged when I'm not streaming. And obviously I'll be putting more effort into my videos as well going forwards. That's the plan anyway. You've been doing with the 30-day stuff then, says Draydog? Yeah, honestly, it's... I mean, I've been streaming on that website for almost a year now. And I hit all of the other targets, like, basically straight away. But I've never been able to get my average viewers high enough to get to affiliate. So hopefully it can happen soon. Oh, there's an ape in the field there. Whoops. I forgot about that. And I'm hoping, on Sunday as well, we are doing Subnautica again on Sunday. I'm hoping that stream will be good this week. Because the first 3 streams that we did with Subnautica they've been a little bit slow. But I think the game does start out a bit slow, you know, getting all the basic stuff together. I'm really hoping that this week for Subnautica things will get a bit more exciting. It's Mother's Day on Sunday? It is, Charlie, yes. Which actually could affect our views. Yeah, we might get less views than normal with it being Mother's Day, people spending time with their mums, but we'll see, we'll see. I'll start watching on the Purple app from the next stream to help. Thank you, STFC. That's very much appreciated. Like I say, it only has to be 3 average viewers on 4 separate days. So if literally you and 2 other people just watch my streams over there for a week, then I'd hit affiliate, you know? Which would be really, really good. And like P's gone over there today, Silly Max has gone over there today. Like I say, if I can just get a few people to go and watch the streams over there instead of TikTok, just for a few days, so that I can hit affiliate, that would be so great. I would appreciate that so much. The goals you need to complete to directly earn from YouTube I find annoying because they refresh every god knows how many days. Yeah, I'm not sure how TikTok, how YouTube does it. I'm not sure what the requirements are to be able to monetize on YouTube, but from what I gather, they're a lot higher than they are on other platforms. Like, there's a higher barrier to entry for it. But I'm not, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't want to make money from this, because I do. That's not saying that I'm not just in it for the money or anything like that, but I would like this to be something that I can make enough money from that I can do it as a thing, you know, that this can be what I do. Not just the streaming, but the videos as well. So yeah, forgive me if I dare to suggest that it would be nice to make money off it. One of the goals is to get a certain amount of watch time or views within 365 days. Ah, I see. The other thing is as well, I don't really want to take like sponsors or anything like that. TikTok is constantly trying to get me to promote stuff. If you're a streamer on TikTok, you'll probably have experienced the same thing. As soon as you get to a certain certain amount of followers, TikTok will just constantly send you messages like promote this, promote this, promote this. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a video like, oh, look at this cool shirt that you can buy on the TikTok shop. I don't want to do that. I don't want that to be how I make my money. Like, just selling out and fucking advertising for TikTok. You know what I mean? I'd much prefer to make money from, like, actual pays per view, you know, like, you, like, being monetized. And that's also why I do the Patreon, so that if people want to support me, they can do it, like, they can directly financially support me. Because I think I'd rather do that. I'd rather, you know, have people donate £1 a month to let me keep doing this than me, you know, doing a fucking soulless ad read for some piece of cheap shit that's available on the TikTok shop. You see what I mean. You see what I'm getting at, you know? Like, it's kind of a catch-22, because I would like to make money from this, but I also don't want to, like, sell out. Maybe I should do merch. Would anyone out there buy official Ashbridge Industries merch? And follow-up question, what merch would I even do? If anyone has any merch suggestions, get them in. Do you want mugs? Do you want stickers? Do you want t-shirts? Because I'd sell that. Oh, I would have absolutely no problem selling my own merchandise, you know. I'm not going to sell any piece of cheap tat that TikTok Shop asks me to, but if you slap my Ashbridge Industries logo on it, I will sell that shit. So, yeah, let me know. If you want merch, I'll see what I can do. We've been gritting for a while, actually. We've actually run out of salt. I didn't even notice. So let's head back to the shop. And should we get some more? I mean, we can't really plant anything today because there's snow all over the place. So we may as well head back to the shop, get some more grit, and do a bit more of that. Hi, Kieran. How are you doing? What would be the easiest merch to actually make? I guess it'd be stickers, right? Stickers or, like, badges, I think would be on the cheaper side. P says, sipping Monster from an Ashbridge Industries tumbler. There's a good idea. Yes. Imagine sitting down to watch me stream with your official Ashbridge Industries mug full of Monster. How do I even get back to the shop? Where am I going right now? this way. Maybe just a phone case with your logo on. That phone case would be good. The thing about phone cases, though, is you have to do like 50 million different versions because everyone's got a different phone. And if I just made it for one specific phone, I'd be showing favoritism, you know? I could make a phone case for my phone, and if you don't have a nothing phone 1 like I do, tough shit. But the thing is, like I was saying, stickers, you could just put a sticker on your phone case, right? I think stickers could work. Stickers could be a good shout. I could have a sticker with my logo. I could have stickers. Maybe I could have stickers of Amber and Luna. That'd be cool. Literally, where am I right now? I am actually lost now. And all the snow's melted, so we can't actually do any more snow clearing. Oh wait, the snowplow just disappeared when the thing happened. I got 3.5 grand though for snow plowing, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We'll definitely do more of those in future. The government policies. Excuse me. I think I'd better have some more Monster. Okay, so if the snow's cleared, then we can start planting, can't we? So let's do it. Let's start planting. What are we going to plant and where? I want to do oats, and I think we're going to do green beans because there is a government policy where we get paid for doing green beans. Is that an 8340? It is, Jackson, yes. First of all, I'm going to go and get the ape, because it's just sat in the middle of the field. Oh no, it's not the 8340, this is the TM190, sorry. The other one's the 8000 series. Oh, the pH value's bad. I completely forgot to check the precision farming tab. Ooh. Ooh, that's not a lot. That's a bad nitrogen level. Look at the yield. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we can sort all of that out after we've planted. Slap some fertilizer on it. We will get a penalty for using artificial fertilizer. But, well, I don't think we're going to be able to use manure anytime soon, seeing as though our cows just keep fucking dying every time there's a slight drizzle. Hey Max, how are you doing? Let me tell you, the last 48 hours have been an adventure. Really, Max? What's been going on? First time I ever heard you swear. I swear a lot on stream logs. I do swear. Not just for the sake of it or anything, but I really don't have a problem with bad language. Okay. Back to the tractor. Oh, did we replace the tyres? Yes, we did. Forgot to say, fit's on point today. Thank you, Logs. Trying to get home after a work trip. Plane got cancelled last minute last night on a different flight and airline today to get home. Oh, man. That sucks. Damn. I mean, you're back home safe, so at least it ended well, but oh. God, imagine a delay of 48 hours, man. Okay, which field is bigger? 23 is bigger, so we'll plant the oats in there. And then we'll plant the sweet peas, the green beans, sorry, in field 20. Now, actually, will this tractor power this? Oh, you're not home yet. Oh man. Oh God, Max, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's even worse. One more flight before you get home. Damn. That is crazy. That is really crazy. Okay. This is the... Where is it? Vedastat Proceed needs 300 horsepower. Okay. It's going to have to be the T800, the T8050 then. Yeah, this is absolutely not going to cut it. There we go, it's your turn. Now, how are we going to get this out of the gate? Or should we just take it through the other gate? It's probably going to be easier to take it through the other gate. Oh, this doesn't have a PTO? Interesting. So, this is the Vedastat Proceed V24 or whatever it's called. It is an absolutely huge sewing machine. It can sew both... Well, it acts as both a sewing machine and a planter. So it can sow all your grain crops, but most of the crops as well. Which is very handy to just be able to have one machine that can plant basically everything. Doesn't currently have any seeds, so we're going to head down to the shop and get it filled. Do you have a tractor IRL? I don't know. I don't actually drive IRL. We have. Nice one. What tractor have you got, One? Okay, shop is still closed until 1 o'clock because he's on his lunch break. But we'll get the tyres replaced while we're here. We'll get them retreaded. Massey 5713 and a New Holland 6640. Nice one. Love Masseys. Okay, there we go. Tyres replaced. Massey's a 2020 model. Nice. Very new then. Right. The question is, how many seeds is this going to hold? Because it looks big. It looks like it's got quite a lot of storage space, but you never know. Let's start off with just 2 bags and see how much that fills it. Oh, there's a floating canister there. Oh wow, okay, yeah, it does not have a very high capacity actually. It can hold just over 2 bags. We should make sure the seed is the correct one. We're going to be planting oats. This is a direct drill, isn't it? I don't think it matters because we have cultivated already. But there are some weeds in the field, I think. If this is a direct drill, then it'll pick them up. Or kill them, basically. Where is it? Seeders. Oh, it does say wheel weights are required to use. Interesting. Now, we don't have wheel weights, but we do have a front weight, so... Let's see how it goes, and if necessary, we can come back to the shop and get wheel weights. BRB, need to make a phone call. No worries, Max. I'm just wondering. So to get to affiliate on the Purple app, I need to get 3 average viewers on 4 different streams. So, but is there a limit on how long the streams have to be? Because the wording doesn't specify. Like, what if I just stream for half an hour on 5 days, and I get 3 average viewers on all 5 days? Is that enough? Does that still count? As long as it's 4 streams on 4 different days, does it matter how long they are? I'm just wondering, because people, you know, 3 hours is a long time to watch a live stream for them, right? Whereas if I only did like a 20-minute stream, people might stay and watch the whole thing, and if I just did that like 3 or 4 times, that might be enough to hit the requirement for affiliate, right? I'll have to look into that. You played OMSI? We have, Robbo, yes. I played it in 2024. Not played it since then. Oh shit, I didn't mean to hire a worker. Are you using GPS? Yes, tuberculosis, we are. Okay, steering assist. There we go. There we go. Wait, why are we not doing anything? There we go. Wait, no, is it planting? It is, it's very fast. 10 miles an hour, wow. I think it's done on how long people watch for, says Megarocker. See, I'm not sure, because like I say, the requirements are... The only thing it says in the requirements is an average of 3 viewers on 4 different days. But if I only stream like 20 minutes a day, it's going to be easy to get like that average on 4 different days, right? Surely. I mean, it might be that there is a time limit. It might be like it has to be more than an hour or something. But it doesn't say that. It doesn't specifically say. It just says get 3 average viewers on 4 different days. Oh, it's raining. Is it okay to seed in the rain? I mean, it might make the ground a bit muddier, but I don't think there's a problem with us seeding in the rain. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that after the stream and see... They don't have to be consecutive days either. No, that's true. They do have to be within a 30-day period. So, like, it resets at the end of a month. But as long as it's as long as you get 3 viewers on 4 different days in a month, that's all you need, supposedly. So yeah, I'm just wondering, could I do shorter streams just for a week or 2 to help me get to affiliate? Because if that is possible, then I'll definitely consider doing it. Is this your favourite game, says Brad? No, my favourite game... Well, my all-time favourite game is Abe's Exodus for the PS1. Childhood classic. Okay, we have planted. The seed has gone in, but there is a slight problem. The ground texture is almost identical. If you look very closely, you can just about see the difference. Hold on, how do I get my torch out? Yeah, look, you can just about see there is a very slight difference, but... I mean, since we're using GPS, it doesn't matter, because it'll tell us where we've been anyway. Let's start from the top this time, though. Can I join? It's single player only, I'm afraid, Cookie. Oh, am I frozen? No, I'm just really lagging again. I don't know why the camera's been quite behind today. No. That's it. Oh god, it's 22 already. I didn't realise how late it was. We will finish planting this field, but I think that's all we're going to have time for, because I don't want to run over too much today. How many monitors do you have? 4. I've got 4 monitors. I've got my 32-inch, which is in front of me, which I use for sim games. I've got a 20-inch that I use for keyboard and mouse based games and, you know, doing work and stuff like that. I've got a vertical monitor which is, I think, also 24 inches, which is just there underneath the webcam. I use that for keeping track of the chat, and then I've got a tiny little monitor down here on my side panel, which I don't really use that much anymore since I've got the vertical one. I still have my camera preview on it, as you can see. But yeah, the little monitor doesn't really get much use anymore, now that I've got 3 full-size ones. Oh, I'll tell you something, I'm hungry today, folks. I wouldn't mind a bit of scran. I may cook tonight. Fancy a pasta bake. If we got enough pasta left. Have I just lifted up? Oh shit. Back, 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 back. Try again. Oh god, look at the marks that we're making because of the mud. Maybe we shouldn't have done this in the rain. And also, it's a very powerful bit of kit, this sewing machine, but it is quite small. It looks huge, but the actual working width is not that good. We might not even get time to sow the whole field. We got 20 minutes, but like I say, I'm really keen to not overrun today, so if we get to 7 and it's not done, we're just going to have to leave it for next week. Okay, I think we got one more headland, and then onto the rows. Start from here this time. There we go. I think I did kind of nail it with the lighting today. Finally. Like I was saying earlier, every single stream, it's a constant battle to figure out where to actually put my lights so that I don't look too washed out and it's not too dark either. I think we might have cracked it today. I mean, I look a bit pale, but I am. You know, that's just me. I think this is good. I think we got the lighting perfect today. And again, once I get my new webcam, which is going to be a few weeks now, unfortunately, but once I do get the new webcam, that's going to be even better, because it's, from what I've heard, it responds to low light a lot better. It's tricky because I'm in an alcove, like, you can't see it from this angle, but this, there's like a big shelf above me that fills this little corner of my room, so it's like I'm sat in a little alcove, which means that the actual, the light bulb in the room isn't, like, fully illuminating the setup. So I have to rely on having quite strong key lights and stuff. And good key lights, I don't care what anyone says, good key lights are expensive. Like, this is pretty much the best that I can do on a budget, and that light cost me like 17, 18 quid. I don't have the budget for, like, a light box, you know, like a big soft box or anything like that. I can't afford to professionally light my setup at the moment. So I have to just kind of make do. And I do think that this is better than it's been in some previous streams, so... You can see my face. It's not too bright, it's not too dark. It's good. It's acceptable. Okay, nearly 1:45. Yeah, I don't think we're getting this done, are we? I'll tell you what, let's finish the headland and we'll leave the rows for next time. And we'll actually finish a little bit early. How about that? Because I don't think we're going to get this done in 15 minutes. Mind you, we might do. We might be able to do it. Let me get over to here. There we go. We might be able to do it. It's been a good stream as well, honestly. 9 new followers. Can't complain. We did get a decent bit of viewership earlier on as well. Not quite as much as we had last Farm Sim Friday, but still a bit of a spike. The thing is with Farming Sim, it's one of those games where the streams kind of live or die on the audience interaction, you know what I mean? It's one of those games that can go either way. It can be really boring if I'm just sat here in dead silence for 3 hours, but it can also make for a good backdrop for conversation, because it's a nice, relaxing, quiet game. You know, if people are actually chatting and asking me questions and stuff like that, it can go really well. It's very much one of those streams that can go either way. You never know how it's going to go down. And I think most streams do get to a point near the end where it gets really quiet. Like right now, there's only 5 people watching. We had like 20, 30 earlier, something like that. So I don't know, maybe I should stream... Maybe I should do shorter streams in general. But then with a shorter stream you don't get as much done. Like, I can't get as much done in the game on a 2-hour stream compared to a 3-hour stream, you know? So it's always about that trade-off. Like, how long should the stream be that people don't start to get bored near the end, but that I can still make a decent amount of progress in the game? And yeah, I don't think I could get much done in 2 hours. I don't think 2 hours would be long enough. I think it has to be 3. Again on the plane, see you soon. Thank you, Max. Thank you very much. I'll see you again on Sunday for Subnautica if you're around. But thank you very much. Your name's on the Patreon board, by the way. I don't know if you saw it in the last stream, but I've added your name to the Patreon board. Thank you very, very much for your support. And also, look at the Patreon board. Look how much cooler. Look how much cooler the Patreon board looks now that I've put everyone's names in different colours. I'll be honest, it was boring before. It looked so boring when everyone's name was written in the same colour. This is way better. And it says Patreon on it now, so you know what it's actually for. I like this. I'm happy with this. You can get your name on here too, by the way. Link in bio. Only costs £1 a month. Thanks, everybody. It was a pain in the arse to do, though, because I had to switch pens after every name, but, you know. Worth it. It's hailing right now in the game, by the way, and my camera's lagging again. Why does this happen to me? It's so unpredictable as well, like it didn't happen in the last Farming Sim stream. Nothing's changed since the last Farming Sim stream, so why is it behaving differently? I don't get it. It's just so unpredictable. Okay, 10 minutes. Can we do it? I think we could, you know. I think we could. See, there is a trade-off, because although the machine's not very wide, it is quite fast. 10 miles an hour. That's fast for a sewing machine. Okay, and up. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, don't rush, Saul, don't rush. Take your time. This is great. I've got the cruise control on and the GPS steering. I'm literally not touching anything at all now. I don't have my foot on the pedal, I don't have my hands on the wheel. It's just doing it. And do hour-and-a-half stream, says Gaming. See, that's the thing though. I could not get anything done in an hour and a half. That's nowhere near enough time to get anything done, especially on Farming Sim. But then again, I was saying shorter streams would make it easier for me to get affiliate on the other website. I need to think about it. I need to think about it. What a bad place for the stream to freeze on. Why do you need a schedule? Just start and end whenever. But the thing is, though, so many people I play so many different games that if I didn't have a schedule, I'd end up neglecting certain games for a long time. And I also just I need to have a schedule. I need to have a defined start and end time. I can't just, I don't know, I'm just not the kind of person who can just be like, oh, I think I'll start the stream now. And then, like, an hour and a half later be like, ah, that's enough. I can't do that. "3 hours will work better," says Matt. I do think 3 hours is the ideal length. Maybe 2.5. Like, if we're gonna do halves, if we're allowing halves, then 2.5 would surely be the best, because 2 hours isn't quite long enough, but 3 hours is just long enough that people start to get bored towards the end. Surely 2.5 would be perfect in that case. 4 o'clock till 6:30, you know, or 4:30 till 7, which is kind of what we've done today, because I did start late today. Two and a half. That's... I mean, think about how long a film is, right? A film usually is somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours, right? There are shorter films, and there are longer films, but 2.5 hours, I think, is perhaps the sweet spot. Maybe I should try that in future. In fact, I think I will. I think for Subnautica on Sunday, we'll try 2.5 hours instead of 3. I think I need to force myself to smile as well, because, I'll be honest, I do have a bit of a resting bitch face. I want people to know that I'm enjoying the game, but if I'm just sat here like this, it doesn't look like I'm enjoying it. I need to force myself to smile more. I'm enjoying it, guys, I promise. I do it with my piano videos as well. Like, I noticed in a lot of my older piano videos, it looks like I'm frowning, it looks like I'm really angry, but it's just because I'm concentrating on playing so much. So in some of my more recent piano videos, I have to, like, force myself to smile. Like, on the video, it looks like I'm just, you know, just a nice smile, but in reality, I'm like this. I'm like forcing the biggest smile that I can, so that on the actual video it looks like a regular smile. And I'm like straining my lips to be as high as possible, like, just so that it looks like a normal smile on the finished video. I'm gonna have to start doing that on my live streams as well. I'm gonna have to start forcing myself to smile, like, overdo it. I'm gonna have to overdo the smiling. 5 minutes, okay. So we are going to overrun a tiny bit, but looking on the map, it looks like we did have enough time to get this field done after all. Would you ever consider morning streams on weekends or half terms? I don't know. Because I don't know if there'd be as much demand for morning streams, right? Like, people people like to watch streams on an evening, right? I know, like, everyone someone's watching at all times. Like, no matter what time it is, there'll be someone in the world who will be watching, right? But I find, like, UK evening time is when most people in the UK tune in, and that's what I really want to reach, is the UK audience. I mean, I like having international viewers, but I want to cater specifically to UK viewers, and UK evening time is like the best for that. Midnight streams, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I don't really like staying up late. I'm literally in bed by 11 o'clock on most nights. I don't know if I could manage evening streams, like, sustainably. I could do them, like, once in a while, but I don't think I'd be able to... Like, it'd really disrupt my sleep schedule quite badly if I did them regularly. It's something to think about, though. And morning streams could be an option. Morning streams could be worth thinking about as well, I suppose. And honestly, like, for me personally, a morning stream would be better because I can get it out of the way in the morning and then I've got the rest of the day, you know what I mean? Whereas with the way that I stream now, I'm kind of waiting the whole day for the stream to start, you know what I mean? So morning streams, in theory, would be better for me, but I don't know if they'd be better for the viewer, right? I don't know if they'd actually lead to more views. Because not everyone can watch in a morning, right? You got to think, if most people work a 9 to 5, then I'd have to be streaming at like 7 in the morning so that people could watch the stream before they go to work. And I don't know if I could do that, because then I'd have to get up really early as well. I'd have to get up at like 5 o'clock to do a 6 AM to 9 AM stream. I don't know. I think, on balance, I think the time that I stream now is probably the best. You know, maybe a couple of hours either side. I could do slightly earlier or slightly later, but I don't think that morning streams or midnight streams would really work for me. Charlie says, I wouldn't be able to watch in the morning. See, that's the thing. Like, there are a lot of... I already have a lot of viewers who wouldn't be able to watch if I changed the time that I stream. And I don't really want to, like... I don't really want to... What's the words? Alienate my existing viewers by saying, you know, I'm going to start streaming at this time of night where you're not going to be able to see it, right? Wait, I've already done this. I'm going over what I've already done. So yeah, like I say, I think in the grand scheme of things, it's probably best if we keep things the way they are. Like the 4 PM till 7 PM, and occasionally 5 PM till 8 PM. That does seem to be the best. And the thing is as well, once I get to affiliate, then it's going to become easier to grow beyond that point. You know, it's one of those things like once you get to a certain point, TikTok or YouTube or wherever else will start helping you, but only once you've proven yourself. You know what I mean? That's kind of how the affiliate program works. Like, they'll help you and they'll give you extra resources and tools and stuff like that, but only if you prove yourself first, like only if you reach this milestone first. And that's the hard part, is getting to that milestone, you know, which is by design. You know, it's supposed to be an achievement. You're supposed to work for it to show that you can sustain it, right? But that's why I just really want to get to affiliate. So again, if you are interested in helping me do that, please do go and watch the stream on the Purple app in future, because it would really help me if I could get to affiliate on there. Same with YouTube. I'd really like to get monetized, so if you don't mind going over and subscribing and maybe watching some of my videos and live streams over there. And then on TikTok, obviously, TikTok, you can't monetize until you get to 10k, which is quite a big number to reach, right? But I do think we can eventually get there. So, you know, please follow me on TikTok as well, and hopefully one day I might be able to monetize on all 3 platforms. That would be ideal, really. Anyway, it's gone 7 o'clock. We are on the very last row now, so I'm just going to finish this and then we'll wrap things up. It's been a good stream, though. It's been a good stream. The last hour has been very quiet, but again, that's usual. We did actually get quite a few viewers in the middle, around 6 o'clock-ish. Not 6 o'clock, around 5 o'clock-ish, sorry. And it's done. Field 23 is now planted with oats. Oh, what? I'm just going to park at the side of the field for now. And we'll sort this out next time. There we go. Okay. That's where we're going to leave it. That's all for today. Don't go away. I'm going to just do my usual stream wrap-up, but that's the end of the gameplay. Good farming, though. Thank you, Moofire. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today. That's all we got time for. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for joining. Before we finish up, I just want to say once again, you know, I do appreciate everyone who's joined today over on the other apps that I stream on, over on YouTube and the Purple app as well. Very, very much appreciated. And once again, just to remind everybody, you know, if you would like to support me, if you'd like to help me get to affiliate on this little website here, please check the link in my bio and go and follow me over there and perhaps watch some of my streams on there in future. And if you'd like to help me get monetized on YouTube, the same applies. There's a link in my bio. Go and subscribe, like some of my videos, and maybe watch some of my live streams over there in future as well. But affiliate is what I'm really concentrating on at the minute, so if you are interested in helping out, this is the place to be. Head over there and show some support over there. Before we finish, just want to say once again, good stream. Thank you, everyone. We actually got to 1,450 followers on TikTok, so there we go. Very happy with that. Almost at 1,500. Maybe next week. We'll see. It's been a good one. Where's the link for Patreon? That's in my bio as well, Dagger. All the links are in my bio. There's a link tree, which takes you to a page that's got all of my other links in there. So there's obviously Patreon. There's Instagram and Blue Sky. I have posted on Instagram and Blue Sky today for the first time in months, and I am going to try and post there more often. So please do go and follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky as well. I'm going to try and be a bit more active on those. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to shout out the Patreons. So shout out to my current Patreon supporters. Thank you very much to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, and Max. Thank you, wonderful people, for supporting me over on Patreon. If you'd like to get your name on this board, there's a link in my bio. It costs £1 a month. You get access to behind the scenes content, and you'll be helping me in what I do here on TikTok, YouTube, and elsewhere. So thank you once again to Kate, Jess, Danny, Riley, P, Charlie, Amy, Marika, Aaron, Liam, Matt, and Max. Thanks very much, guys. That's all for today. So once again, sorry to keep hammering it home, but I'm going to say just one more time, please do go and follow and subscribe on all of my other sites, particularly this one, if you don't mind. I'm trying to get to affiliate. It would be very, very, very much appreciated. But yeah, thank you for joining, everyone. Next live stream is going to be on Sunday, and we're going to be playing some more Subnautica. Really excited for that. I've been loving the Subnautica series so far, so I'll see you on Sunday for more of that. User1234 says, you speak so well, you could 100% do TV presenting. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you. I do think I have a very presentery kind of voice. That's why I like doing my videos. You know, I think I do have a good voice for videos and presentations and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you later. Thank you very much for watching today's stream. See you on Sunday for Subnautica. And that's it. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 See you all later.